So you want to make a professional YouTube thumbnail, but you just don't know where to start, or you just don't have the time to really look into these new high-tech softwares that they put out there for you. So I have this really simple website. It's called Pixlr.com. It's probably one of my favorite websites to use to make a YouTube thumbnail. And it's not even for YouTube thumbnails. You can use it for anything, any photo editing, they have it. Any templates, you can use that. And that's my favorite part too, is that they have templates specifically for pixel sizes. So if you want to have a 1080p photo that's edited, you can have that. Or if you want to have one that's thumbnail size, perfect resolution, they have that too. If you want to have anything else, they have options for that, presets, all of that. It's really simple to use, and I'm going to show you how to get into that right now. So once you head over to the website, you're going to see these three options over here. This is more for like profile, online social media marketing, things like that. This is more for mobile. We don't really want to go onto that has less options, so we want to go to the advanced photo editor, the one in the middle, because that we like options. We could do more with that. So we're gonna head over here, and once you head over here, you're gonna have the option to either open image or create image, or if you go over here to recommended templates, you can actually pick a template that would fit you. So we want to do this fast and easy, so we're gonna head over to the templates, and you can already see that we have a bunch of different recommended options when it comes to the pixel dimensions. So we're gonna head over to the YouTube thumbnail, and we have a lot of options. Now you can see some of these are premium and some of these are free, so you really need to look at which ones you want to use. And if you really want to go out, get the premium version, you can, but personally I can do without and just be completely fine without it. So I like this one. So just remember, when you're picking out your thumbnail, there's a lot of creativity that can go into this. I'm not looking at the photo, I'm looking at what can go into the photo, if that makes sense. Because look right here, we got this. A lot could be done. Once you have your template, you want images now that represent your video title, that represent your video, that represent everything. It's the cover, it's the first thing people see when they look at it. That's what you want. So my video is about photo editing, it's about Pixlr, so what better way than to get a photo or to get a screenshot of Pixlr itself. So what I went and did is I got a snipping tool from Windows, clicked on new right here as you can see, and then click and drag with the left click, drag it over to wherever you want it, and you could pretty much do that. Then click on save, and then I already saved it as Pixlr, so we'll just save it again just to show you how it's done. So then you head over back to the photo editor. You want to right click on the photo you want to change, click change image. So I want to change it to that, and now we have that. But we're not done though, because you want to click on filter. Oh wait, no, first click on your photo, make sure your photo is selected, then you want to click on filter, and then go to details. This is where all the effects are, filters. If you want to go to adjustment, you can. I don't think we really have anything to do in adjustment, so filter is what we really want. So I want the blur effect, so you could definitely have this and definitely customize it however you want it to look. I want it to look like that. I think that looks cool. 37, that's cool. 37's cool. So now that we have that, it's looking nice. I think it looks nice. And if you hover over, you can definitely see some text that could be edited, which I definitely recommend you do, unless you want to keep it there for whatever reason. But You can double click on this and title it however you want it. Now I have what I wanted written down here, but the only problem is now it's too big. So if we select the text, we could actually minimize it a little bit using these thicker lines here on the bottom and on the side. So I'm gonna edit this. And then using these lines right here, you can see these green lines, they help me focus on what I need to be on. So I think that looks good. Make sure this, okay. So now we have that, we're getting closer. Now what we're gonna do is change the color of this. And what I mean by changing the color of this is we're gonna change the color of this orange and red and this white all around here. So what we're gonna be doing first is we're gonna head over to layer, and then we're gonna hit flatten image. And now this is all one image now. Instead of it all being separate shapes, we have one image. So what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna hit the wand select, click on this. Because of the wand select, now it just automatically uses its AI and it just scaled this out for me. So now we're gonna hit the fill bucket. Make sure that you're using the color picker, and make sure that the color on the top is the color that you want, because the color on the top is the main color. So you can either pick your color right here in the color picker, or you could use the dropper, which it comes automatically as soon as you take your cursor off of the color grid. So now I can choose what color I want. I want this color, so I'll hit OK. Now that color is selected. So now I can hit the wand, click that, and now what I'm gonna do is click fill. I have the color I want. Now I get to select that, and now this is filled in. So once that's filled in, I'm gonna hit back to the wand, click on this. What I'm gonna do now is do the same thing, as I'm gonna click on the fill, click right here. Now some of these things right here, some of these colors are still orange because of the circles, but that's no problem. Now we're just gonna go back over here, click on this, and just do the same thing over and over. Click on the wand, click on the circle, fill. You could do it without it. Let's see if we could do it without it. We could do it without it for the smaller ones, but this is pretty much, the wand select is pretty much the barrier. Because sometimes what I'll do is I'll do this, accidentally click on something, and it'll capture more than just that one pixel I wanted. So now we're dealing with that, so we don't want that. So now what we're going to be doing is for the smaller ones, it won't really make a difference. So I guess we could just do that. So now this is what we have. We do have these little orange things going on, but to me that doesn't really make a difference. You could, if you want, let's see, you could click on here, the draw tool, and you have all these options. But like I said, that's if you really wanted to. To me, I'm gonna leave these little orange slits alone, just because I don't really think it's gonna make a difference to me. The thumbnail is still gonna be the thumbnail. These little tiny dots is gonna be barely noticeable in the smaller thumbnail you're gonna be uploading it in. So other than that, we just have the background, and after the background it seems to be all good. So with the background, what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna choose a different color. So click on switch colors, or just choose a different color, whatever you want. So now I'm just gonna fill these in. After looking at this, I realized that this looks a lot like the YouTube's theme. So now what I want to do is get the YouTube logo on here. And make sure it's a PNG, meaning it has a transparent background. If it doesn't have a PNG, or if it's not transparent, you're just gonna get a background. So it could be this, just a white background. So make sure it's PNG. This right here will save image as, and make sure right here it says PNG, so we'll save that over to the YouTube folder. And then head back over here and then click File, Open Image, and then we'll go to the YouTube thing, double click that, and now you have this image right here. So what you want to do is click on this, click and hold, right, with your left click, drag it over to here, drag it over to here, and it'll just automatically come into play. It'll just get implemented into your photo. So what you want to do now, edit, retransform, and edit, retransform. Pretty much this is how you're gonna resize it. So where would I put this? I'm thinking right here. We want to make it big so it can be seen. Right here. And then do you want to apply the transform? Yes. And now you can still move it and everything. It's downscaled to a smaller size. So now we have this, and honestly this looks pretty good, except we could drag this a little bit. So now I think it's done. Personally, that looks pretty good. I like this. So now I want to click on File, I want to click on Save. It's just automatically going to put you on JPG, which really isn't bad. So now the only thing you really got to do is just click Save As. It's really that simple. We'll go over to YouTube, and then what are we going to call this? We'll call it thumbnail. I guess you do have to sign up. That's a new thing. I did not know that, but it's completely fine. You just sign in real quick and then just hit agree, and there you go. Now it should be saved. If it's not, it'll be right here for you to save. So now when you head over your file, wherever you saved your image at, it'll show up. So this right here, this looks pretty good for an online photo editor. This is pretty good. But that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you found any useful tips in this, and if you did, be sure to let me know. And if you have any questions, be sure to put that in the comments. I'll get to those. And yeah, I'll see you for another video.